Hi everyone, today I'm gonna try to fly using FS 2020 with Airbus A320neo I'm planning to fly from Haneda, Tokyo to Osaka. This is a short route, so I'm not going to fly direct, so I'm gonna use IFR, instrumental flight. So yes, I don't want to use Laxas. I'm gonna use something else which is quite interesting, which is Ninox from 34L, and I'm going to start from parking. Let's choose which one? Sorry, 7 heavy. So this is gate and inox, a rifle, Ikumai 32L. Okay, good enough. And then using ILS 32L. Okay, so I'm using ILS and at the last leg for landing. So 27 to 70 degree, 4 knots, just to remember. I might put it into the approach because I don't use any navigation map or whatever tools. Let's do morning. So let's start 6 o'clock in the morning. So this is an early flight. Okay, let's check the nav log. I think it's going to use around 20,000 from here. Yeah, so from cruise to descent. Yeah, from Dalma we are trying to reach 20,000. Okay, let's close the nav log. Gate parking 7, 6 o'clock in the morning. Let's start. Okay, so the plane is ready. So we start from dark. And we're gonna do a checklist. I'm putting a checklist and the ATC radio on the other screen, so you can see here there is an ATC and this is checklist in the small screen, but in the bigger screen it won't show up. So let's do startup first, because checklist first, sorry. Let's do the checklist before engine starting. Battery switch 1, 2. Yep, says okay. External on. Okay, engine generator fault, engine bleed air. Okay, APU master switch. Okay, APU on. Okay, so we're gonna wait until the APU is on. So meanwhile, gonna look from outside. Hold on, let me go back here. Okay, this is our view. Let's find a nice spot. Oops. Yep, probably this one. Okay, APU is on. Okay, so I'm gonna take this APU blade. Okay, so I can turn off the external power. Tick. Yes, fuel pump is on. By the way, I'm using non-mod version, so it's still the originals. The mod version is very complex, so there's a lot of checklists to be followed. But this one is a bit more simple. I guess the nav we can switch on. Seat belt, is it on? Not operated. No smoking on. Inoperated, not operated. So what else? Internal lighting, no. Emergency light, no. Nothing here operational. Anyway, this is still the early version, so the beacon is on. Done. I'm done with the starting. Let's call the ground crew. So you cannot see, I'm using a button box on my left side. So there's a button box here which I didn't press a keyboard, so I have a button box connected. I'm going to show you later on. It's actually a very quick one, so I can use button box to use the ATC. So I'm gonna
Tokyo ground Airbus, could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
So let's onboard the passengers, and then baggage services.
Tokyo ground Airbus, could you please send the baggage? Airbus baggage is on the way.
Oops, sorry. Let's put it here. It's a nice view. Let's call the catering too.
Tokyo ground Airbus, could you please send the catering truck? Airbus, the catering truck is on the road.
Okay, so while we're waiting there, the door is open, so I think it's beeping. Yeah. So before I start, I'm gonna do several things later on when we start up. For taxi, preparing the so let's okay, let's wait for the baggage to be loaded up. I don't know why it is not connected though. I think they hit a truck over there. Some bugs, I guess. Okay, we're done with the baggage loading, and let's see here. I think let's disconnect the jetway. Okay, jetway is disconnected. Good. Now let's go back first inside. think we're gonna go back into the clearance first. Okay, let's tune to let's request the IFR clearance. Where is it?
Tokyo ground Airbus IFR to Osaka ready to copy. Airbus is cleared to Osaka Airport as filed. Take off runway 34 left climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure frequency is 124.2 squawk 0242. Airbus cleared to Osaka Airport as filed. Take off runway 34 left climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure on 124.2 squawk 0242. Airbus feedback correct. Contact ground on 121.625.
0. Let's put the squawk in. 0242. Okay. And I think that's it. Okay, 6,000 feet. Let's put 6,000 feet here. Oops, 6,000 feet. Let's prepare, and then let's request taxi. Let's do engine startup first. Thrust lever should be idle. Okay, check. Engine start. Let's put it into ignitions. Check. Where's it? Engine master. Second engine. That's it's on. And engine 1. Let's tick. Let's check engine stabilizations. So I don't know, usually either engine will start later on or start first and then push back. So I'm not sure about that, but I'm going to start the engine first. Okay, I think it's stable now. Tick. And then let's do the after. So APU bleed, we will switch off, and then master switch off. Let's tick, and then engine start back to normal. Stick, page complete. Okay, so I've done the checklist. So let's prepare for pushback. So I'm gonna put the screen first here into the other screen. So I'm using a smaller screen to just put this one. Okay, let's put it here so I can see it nicely. Okay, good. Okay, let's do a pushback. Request taxi first.
Tokyo ground Airbus with mic ready to taxi IFR. Airbus taxi to and hold short of runway 34 left using taxiway Whiskey 4 Alpha Alpha 1. Contact tower on 118.725 when ready.
Whiskey Whiskey 4 Alpha Alpha 1.
Taxi to Incl, short runway 34 left via taxiway Whiskey Whiskey 4 Alpha Alpha 1 Airbus.
Well, I might be using the wrong taxi route though, but anyway, we'll see about that. So I'm gonna request pushback. So first, let's switch off the parking brake. I'm on parking, yep. And then let's go here and let's see it. Okay, let's push back. So very nice early Saturday morning flight, around 6 a.m. So it's starting to depart. So I'm gonna use nav lock. Where is it? Come on. So let's start the timer. Let's request to the left.
Requesting pushback to steer the aircraft to the left. Airbus request has been transmitted to the operator.
Okay, good. So I think it's on the right direction. So yeah, so we're ready to move on and taxi towards let's clear out that pushback car. Okay, good. Is it clear? Okay, so let's start taxi. Okay, so we are entering the holding point for 34L left. So here we're gonna stop here. Okay, oops, short. Okay, let's put the brake in. And then okay, let's tune. Three.
Tokyo Tower Airbus at runway 34 left ready for takeoff IFR to Osaka. Airbus cleared for takeoff runway 34 left.
10. Okay. Let's put the FD on. And what else? I think other than that we can put it later on. Okay. Let's acknowledge.
Cleared for takeoff runway 34 left Airbus.
Okay, let's good. Okay, everything's set. Oh, forget about the flaps. Let's put flap into second. I should have done it during taxi. I'm not using any checklist, so that's a problem. But I think I pull up the things already. The speed brake, the brake is up. I'm missing the rate. Okay, everything seems to be okay. Let's pull up the engine to 50% first. Things should be good. Yep, V1, rotate, okay, positive lift, gear up, okay, autopilot. Let's put the thrust into the climb and then acknowledge the handoff.
124.2 Airbus.
Let's tune to Tokyo departure.
Tokyo departure Airbus is climbing through 1,500 feet for 6,000 feet.
Airbus Tokyo departure. Continue to TT50 as planned. Altimeter 29.92.
Let's put the flap up. I forgot again. Yeah. If you late bring up the flap, I guess the engine will be a bit slowing down. Sorry, the airspeed will be drop a bit, but then it will climb up again. So let's check everything. Check. Okay, good. let's check. Autopilot on and auto thrust on. Let's use 20 nautical miles range. Nice morning sunrise. Let's see outside. We are climbing to 6,000, so it's very noisy outside. So there's Tokyo behind us. Okay, 15,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet Airbus.
So I'm using my rotary switch here to just much more easier rather than using the mouse, but I can only kind of use like 1,000 increments. Sometimes it can use hundreds. I don't know how, but yeah, still cannot find the right setting, I guess. I'm using a double rotary switch here, but it doesn't work. So only one switch work. I thought I can use like hundreds and 1,000 with a different rotary switch. Okay, so now we're climbing to 15,000. So we're still climbing and heading toward around 280 degree southwest. So we kind of turn around a bit. Now we're gonna kind of the route is actually kind of in the coastline of rather than inland, so we're almost reaching 15,000 feet, so I think they're gonna stabilize, and we're gonna still climbing into 20,000 later on for cruising. Very nice backlighting. It's very early morning sunlight. Okay.
Airbus contact Tokyo Center on 134.15.
Okay, so we are climbing into cruising altitude of 20,000 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level 200 Airbus.
So I'm using Hotas Warthog throttle, but I've printed a D10 kind of specific D10 for A319 or A320, same. So it has a D10 of climb, flex, and toga. So it's very nice. So I can feel where it is on flex, where it is on climb mode, and full. Of course, if I push forward full, it will be on toga. It is quite difficult before I have to hear the click from the sound rather than feel it. Now I can use yeah, the my I can feel it where it is, and but you have to adjust a bit on the curve. So I think I'm using around 63%. Okay, so we're still climbing around 600 feet per second. So let's put some constraint into the display. So if you can see in the display, there's some constraint here. But I don't know, it doesn't relate somehow into to the flight plan. So the ATC already ordered me to climb up into 20,000. So while it is actually there's some constraint around 11,000. Okay, so we level on 20,000 feet. We're gonna cruise around 285 knots to 80. Okay. Everything looks good. Let's check. Engine okay. So next time I'll do better checklist. Okay, nice view outside. Is that Mount Fuji? I don't know. I don't think so. I think Mount Fuji is up to the north, if not mistaken. Anyway, or to the south. Mind my geography. Could be Mount Fuji though. So yeah, so we are heading toward Osaka. Well, actually not yet. Sorry guys. I think we're gonna head to the south first. Yeah, that's I think on Fuji, I guess. That west, we're still heading west, so now we are toward southwest. I'm setting my graphic setting at high end rather than ultra because I'm still using Ryzen 2700X, and of course I'm using NVIDIA RTX 2080 Ti, but I think it's not strong enough to put all in ultra and get a decent frame rate of around 30 to 30 frame per second. So just to make it a bit more smoother experience, because I'm flying high and I'm mostly in the cockpit, so just put it in a high end setting. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the video first and then continue when I'm probably near entering the descent leg or sections. So yeah, so see you there. Okay, I don't know if ATC will order us to descend or not, but we're gonna try to descend to 16,000 feet or around 17,000 feet. Okay, so I don't think ATC ordering it. So let's start descend to 17 first. I think they're gonna remind us that we are below assigned altitude, but I'm gonna follow the flight plan a bit rather than following the ATC. Sometimes they kind of late in ordering us to descend, and kind of like we're gonna have to accelerate descent, which that's not good. So we are now descending into 17,000 with 700 feet per second, I guess. Well, I'm gonna be a bit naughty and not following order of ATC, because so rather than descending quickly, trying to descend to near 16,000 feet to Kowa. As you can see, the constraint is 16,650 feet, so I'm trying to be close to that number. Oh, come on, where's the mouse? So it's still descending. Very nice view from the top. So we kind of like swooping to the west. Think we're gonna be warned by the ATC again soon. But anyway, I'm gonna try to follow the flight plan rather than ATC order. I got warned twice from ATC to expedite to flight level 200 or 20,000 feet. Yeah, but if I request a cruising altitude decrease like 4,000, I think there's some bugs where later on I'm gonna be asked to even further reduce the altitude to to like the next altitude in the constraints like being deducted by 4,000, so I have to reduce to 3,500, so it doesn't make sense. So I'm just gonna keep so this is the third time I got a warn, but I'm gonna ignore that first. We'll see, but after Kowa, if if ATC also order me to descend. So we are now entering the Kowa VOR, and then toward Odai VOR. So the plane will bank left to Odai. We'll see if they instruct us to lower the altitude from there. Nope. I don't know. I think why ATC don't know my flight plan. That's quite odd. So here I'm gonna further descend to 10,000 feet according to the plan. I don't know about VNAV. Is it because no VNAV the aircraft won't follow the constraint that is being set up? Probably that's the case. I'm not familiar with this A320 or any aircraft with VNAV features yet, so I assume that's why we have to do manual adjustment on the vertical or on the altitude. So yeah. Actually, I just found something. I think I put the altitude mode into not engaged, so it is not given or engaged to the computer. So basically, I kind of like I'm gonna ignore that. I think we already have to descend already to 10,000 feet. Why they keep on asking me for 20,000 feet? Then I have to descend from Odai to all those Kodai and Mirai and Abeno, which is actually going to be very quick descent, and yeah, that will be not a very good one. So yeah, I don't want to follow them. Sorry guys. So here gonna reach Odai. It's around 10,000. So annoying. We're gonna further descend into 8,000 now. Come on, 8,000. 8,000, okay. So it's entering a bit of decelerations, I guess, from 280 something now to 50 knots speed. So we're gonna descend while also slowing down a bit. Oh my god, ADC don't know where I have to, or there's a bug. I guess there's a bug. I assume that actually they have to know a bit more on my flight plan or agreed flight plan, I guess, and why they not, give me away. Come on, 8,000. I think I'm gonna have to punch the numbers, so they're gonna execute the descent. I haven't really put a vertical speed, so so now they are descending faster to Kodai at around 8,000. So when we enter Ikoma, so here is the Ikoma. Once we enter Ikoma, then we will be able to capture the localizers, ILS localizers. So by then we probably already activate the localizers and approach mode. Okay, so before that, I haven't punched in any approach setting. So, oh my god, I forgot about that. So, let's enter the phase approach. So I'm gonna enter around 20-degree temperature and 29er. Oops, sorry. Niner decimal, come on, niner 2, come on, 2 knh. So I think the wind is around 270. And slash 4 knots. Come on. Into here. I can put 6,000 here, and then 3,500. I think in here. Well, I'm not really sure about it, but here I can see the approach speed is 150 program, and then the landing speed is 145. Yeah, so probably that's something that I have to remember. Okay, so I think we still. No way. No, actually I'm going to descend into 6,000 even further, because Mirai is 6,000. So Mirai is 6,000. So we entering a deceleration speed to around 200 something. Oh, not even 180, I guess it's around 180. Where the approach speeds, as I mentioned, is 150. Later on when we enter Ikoma, I think the speed should be around 150. Is it? Yeah, 150. Let's increase the My god, come on, ATC, be smart. Already in a descending altitude now. I think the bug is just really not good. I think the set speed is around 190 here. And I'm trying to descend into 6,000 feet around. Yeah, I think it's trying to gonna make it or not. It's quite so Abeno is around 3,500. So I'm gonna descend to 4,000 now after this. Okay, I'm descending to 4,000. No, that's not right. I think something wrong with the ATC. I think the problem with it is it doesn't read the flight plan, and then it asks me to go to 20,000. Usually, if I go there 20,000, and suddenly I have to go down again, like goes to 5,000 something, or even 4,000 or 3,500, which is actually impossible to descend that fast, you know. So I'm gonna forget about the ATC. Oh my god. Okay.
Going to 124.7 Airbus. Kansai approach Airbus is climbing through 4,600 feet for flight level 200.
Airbus Kansai approach, continue to be known as planned. Altimeter 29.92.
I think I'm supposed to ask to request cruising altitude degrees, right? So if that is the way to request the flight plan, is it? I don't know. Well, I have to learn about piloting this. That is the case, I might have I have to ask for it, rather than just go with it. I don't know. We'll see about that. Here, what is available? Wow. Okay. 2,000. 10,000.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors ILS runway 32 left approach Airbus.
So I'm gonna turn on the ILS now. So I'm gonna catch a localizer soon. So here you can see there is a purple indicator on the bottom of this PSI, and then there is HSI, and then there's on the vertical side. We're gonna catch the localizer soon, I guess. We'll see about this. No, I guess I'm not going to be asked again to go to flight level 200 or 20,000 feet. So I think they have to. I've asked to maintain the level right now and catch the localizers. So now, oh my God, there's still a request to flight level 0200. My goodness sake! No way I'm gonna do that. Okay, so localizer is coming in. So one is come in. I'm gonna press localizer switch here. So it will lock the localizer, and it also will lock the approach, or the vertical one. Let's turn on, so it will try to catch the localizer. I think I'm gonna left first a bit to line up. Oh, shut up. That goes into landing mode now. We're entering 10 miles, so I'm gonna prepare for landing speed to flaps 2. So I'm now gonna do approach now. Okay. You see, if I follow them to flight level 20,000 feet, I'm gonna find a big trouble.
Climb and maintain 3,500 feet. Tower on 118.1 Airbus. Tower Airbus 12 miles southeast inbound ILS runway 32 left approach.
Airline Tower. Right ILS runway 32 left approach. Altitude 29.9 21277
I think I've changed into let me check. I thought the setting of the graphic is downgraded, but it's still high end, because the seems to be like the grass or the greeneries are not good. I don't know why. Something wrong with it. Anyway, so I acknowledge I need to.
ILS runway 32 left approach Airbus.
So Gonna switch on the landing light. Okay, that's it. So I'm gonna use medium brake. And I'm gonna lower gear now. Sorry. And flap 3. So now I'm going down into 150 approach speed.
Airbus cleared to land runway 32 left. Wind 277 at 7.
Cleared to land runway 32 left Airbus.
So if I reach 1000, around 1000 I guess, I'm gonna turn off the autopilot. So now I put full flap. Autopilot off. But auto thruster still on. Okay, we are safely land. That is a smooth one. That's the smoothest landing that I ever have. Amazingly, it's quite scary. I know. Okay, let's exit here.
Airbus exit runway when able. Airbus contact ground on LA 26.2.
Let's closing the flap. Acknowledge.
Noise 126 decibel to Airbus. Ground Airbus request taxi to the gate.
Airbus taxi to gate 19 by taxiway Whiskey 6 cross runway 14 left Charlie 2 Alpha 2 Echo 3 Echo 4 Echo 5.
Well, I don't know where it is.
Taxiing to gate 19 using taxiway Whiskey 6 cross runway 14 left Charlie 2 Alpha 2 Echo 3 Echo 4 Echo 5 Airbus.
Is it? Of course, I don't think it's over there. We can do this. Auto thrust is not off. I don't know. It's supposed to be off, right? Yeah, there's a truck, so I think it's over there. Okay. Come on, stop. Shit. Okay. Stop. Let's put parking brake. Sit on. Okay, good. And let's clean up the things. Let's put the AP. I'm supposed to switch on the AP, you know. So yeah. So let's cool. So I'm done.